Hey kids, where do you think the best place to talk about Jesus is? Most kids would say church, right? I mean, that's where we sing songs and watch videos, like this one, that are all about Jesus. Well, you might be surprised to hear the right answer. So let's look at another story about Paul and find the best place to talk about Jesus. The Apostle Paul finally made it to Rome. Do you remember why he needed to go there in the first place? He was a prisoner headed to trial. And the worst part was that he actually didn't do anything wrong. But like many Christians back then, he was arrested because many people didn't like that he followed Jesus. So he had to go to Rome to find out what they were going to do with him. But Paul knew that there was another reason that he was there. Paul started telling everyone the message of Jesus. Paul could have chosen to have a bad attitude about his situation. He could have chosen to whine and complain all day. But he knew better. He knew that God didn't want him to act that way. See, Paul knew that he was on a mission to spread the good word about Jesus. So he gathered all these people together and told them how Jesus came to save us from our sins. Some people listened and some people didn't. Some people heard the good news about Jesus and accepted him into their hearts. How cool is that? Sadly, there were others that didn't, but Paul was okay with that because he knew what his job was. See, it was Paul's job to tell people about Jesus, but it was God's job to help people accept it. See, did you know that's true for us too? We tell people about Jesus, and God does the rest. Anyway, do you remember our question? Let's find out the answer. Everywhere you are is a good place to share about the good news of Jesus. Here's what we can learn from Paul from this story. Even though he was in a bad situation, he never forgot his job and never lost hope. He ended up spending years in Rome and spreading the good word of Jesus. Memory verse. And if someone asks about your hope as a believer, always be ready to explain it. Kids, we should be like Paul and always be ready to tell others about Jesus. Your neighbors, your friends, and your family. It doesn't matter what your situation is. It's always a good time to talk about Jesus.